Hello everybody, Joey Morgan here with a very special anniversary Doctor Who video. Today we're doing a commentary for the Five Doctors. I say we because I have the largest amount of guests that I've ever had on any of these commentaries before. I have Dylan Heath, or aka Lord Slarr.
Hello, lads.
I have Jacob Licklider.
Hello.
Brian Corrigan, aka Briarheart02.
Hello.
And the Sentinel, aka Marcus Cotton. Can I wait? I said it over. I said real names before each of the other ones, and then I'm like the Sentinel. Marcus is here too.
Right, so can I just ask quickly, which one of us do we throw in the time, Eddie?
Oh well, see, it was gonna be Brian, but then he said he was available. So.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Dylan was the last one on, so like maybe it should be him.
All right.
Yeah, but Tom Baker wasn't the last one put in, was he? So there.
That's true. That is true. All right, so I'm gonna count down from 3, and then we're all gonna hit play on the Five Doctors. So watch along with us or not. I know a lot of
we
people
should probably
watch
mention
these
it's the
just
transmission
to hear our
version
comment.
and not the.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to say. That's the other thing I wanted to say. We're watching the transmission version, not the special edition, because we go off BritBox copies, and BritBox has the original. So here we go. The Five Doctors, starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Mysterious music.
So why is this in black and white? 0 out of 10.
It's not even in black and white.
Boring. So slow paced. I hate all the it's black and white, which means it's sexist, it's slow paced, it's probably racist.
I mean, one of those counts was kind of right.
What? Okay, the sting is labeled as beeping and
as
whirring.
mysterious music. Why is it mysterious? It's just the TARDIS. It's just the TARDIS sound.
It called it music.
Yeah,
that's a very low bar for music. I mean, I've heard a lot of mod music, and it is shit.
Well, no, like,
but it's better than just a hum.
The fucking theme tune comes on, and it plays.
Wait, hang on, one second. Wait, hang on. Let's dedicate this commentary to Uncle Terry. Rip Uncle Terry.
Me and Bowie decided to make an anniversary special.
Haven't you done like 2 Terrence Diggs commentaries in a row then?
Yeah, this is the second one we're doing.
There's more mysterious music.
Can I just say how much of an improvement this TARDIS set is to like the previous one?
Oh yeah,
actually, it's good.
The 80s TARDIS console, best classic console. Fight me.
I'm gonna disagree with that.
I mean,
all right. What's your favorite?
Best is the Hartnell console.
Well, no, but see, Joey, I agree that's the best console room, but in terms of just the console, this one is the best one.
Okay, fine, fair.
And besides, this one doesn't have like a little post-it note with fast return switch written on and felt tip, so.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe it still has it.
Fairly certain.
I mean, the 8th Doctor's console still has it.
Is it written in felt tip?
Yes.
Oh wait, yes it is, because I remember I've listened
Seasons
to that audio.
Seasons of Fear, yeah.
Oh, I love Big Finish, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Well, I don't know, some of their newer stuff's getting a bit repetitive, don't you think?
Yeah. Every now and then.
Yeah, but I think
there's still occasionally a brilliant audio, and I'm particularly liking the War Master series, but I don't know, some of the box sets are just a bit like, well, get on with it, you know?
A lot of what last year had to offer was very much very same old been there, done that type bullshit, and I don't know. I went
Most
through
of the main range Doctor Who ones are a bit sanitized these days compared to what they used to be like.
Well, they're trying to get new writers in, it seems. So
yeah, I loved how edgy and really great the early Big Finish audios were, but I feel they've kind of lost a bit of that magic over the years.
I mean,
there's still some good stuff elsewhere, but the main range is not so good anymore.
Both the Fifth Doctor trilogies this year have been fantastic.
I haven't heard them, you see.
They've been the Chameleon one was amazing, specifically the last 2 releases, and then so far, because at the time of recording, Warzone and Conversion isn't out yet. So far the new trilogy. Good. What's up?
I said that does look good. Although I do want to get the what's it called, the one with Cicero in.
Oh yeah, that one was pretty good.
Yeah, because I've listened to the Cicero miniseries. I bought that, and it was brilliant, and I really want to hear more of it. And I suppose that's the only way to hear more of it.
I'd also say that the Harry Houdini's War was also top notch.
Oh, here he is, Richard Herndal.
It's the imposter.
Okay, so I'm gonna. I
I've
feel
never
like
seen the original version before. I'm just like, what the fuck?
I love the original was my first version that I watched too, and I love it so much.
I've never
I've
watched
never
the original
watched
version
the
before.
original version either, so this is
Yeah,
new for me.
The first one I watched was the DVD release from 1999. Obviously not back then because I was 1 year old, but
I was a glint in
the
the milkman's eye.
Oh, here we go. The mysterious gloved hand in his figurine collection.
with his
AKA
fucking leather
Joey.
gloves. Yeah,
Fucking-
you know when you see those horrible images
see,
of, like,
little
this
see,
man
little-
is
ejaculating
literally
over an
Joey.
amiibo.
See, yeah, I was gonna say, like, little do you know that I am the villain of the Five Doctors with my figurine collection. That's all I want to do. I want the Richard Herndon variation of the Eagle Moss First Doctor.
Yeah, the Doctor Who amiibos, man. Nintendo's moving into it.
Fucking love this scene with the break. This one's good. Marcus, you haven't spoken at all. Speak.
I got caught up in actually watching, so sorry about that.
Say a swear word.
Why?
'Cause I told you.
And as we all know, whenever Dildo tells you to do something, you do it.
Yeah. No, I'm feeling really on the spot at the moment.
There we go.
There you got
Just
a
say
wide
it.
variety of choices. You
Say
can
it.
say bollocks, say
love
twat,
that.
say cunt, say anything.
I love Tron's entrance here.
Oh, I love Pirate Trout.
Look at him.
It's only
Season
good-
6. This is a good time to bring up because Joey hates it. Season 6B is canon.
It's not canon.
It is
It
not
is not
canon.
canon.
See, Dylan is correct. It is not canon.
Here's the thing. Terrence Dix just wrote his final story was in season 6B.
It
was.
Ah! Fuck
No.
you!
It is not canon.
Look, Jacob, I'll cut a deal
I'll
with
find
you.
a-
I'll leave you and your book shit alone if you leave me and my Pat Troughton era alone. Is that a deal?
Here's the thing. My book shit involves the Pat Troughton era.
You see, but also here's the thing: like season 6B totally destroys the amazing ending that Troughton has to his era, and the black hole from Big Finish fixes absolutely everything.
Simon Gurry does a good job of explaining that and just get writing out of canon.
And just so we're clear, just so
canon
we're
version.
clear, World Game can still happen before the two Doctors. It's the thing that the Doctor does before he goes to the two Doctors in between parts 2 and 3 of the black hole.
Exactly.
But World Game starts with the trial.
So in this commentary,
World Games.
dedicated to Terrence Dix. Fuck you, Terrence Dix. Season 6B is canon.
We should also. Do we just need to bring up Deborah Watling being dead too? Or...
How can you fucking
You know,
stop doing that?
I wasn't gonna say anything, Jacob, but now
You know
that
she
we're
was
here,
supposed to be in
Deborah
you know
Watling's dead.
she was supposed to be in this.
What the fuck? The caption spelled Omega as Omegar.
Oh my god.
Oh, I missed that.
What are
Oh my
these?
God.
the American Stephen Thorne. I am Omega.
Shit. I really don't like the subtitles on this. More mysterious music.
It's always mysterious music.
You'd think they just ripped the subtitles straight from the DVDs or something.
Nope, BritBox subtitles are their own breed, my man.
Their own breed of
They're just
autism.
running straight into a hedge. Did not realise that. That was
They're not going anywhere.
Okay,
here we
can
go.
we talk about the shit direction of this story though?
I mean, I've seen
I don't-
worse.
I don't
think it's
think
fine.
it's particularly shit.
It's
Oh,
Peter
look at
Moffat.
Peter
Yeah,
Moffat
I don't think he's that bad.
he's not horrible.
Running
What you
straight
got
into it.
against my boy Peter Moffat?
He's one of the
Oh,
weakest
so you see,
directors.
this dialectic is so clever because we've got it. A very close-up shots is a very serious moment. So clever.
Here we go. He got the Second Doctor and Brigadier companion set from Eagle Moss. For the thumbnail of this one, I'm just gonna Photoshop my face on Barusa instead of any of the Doctors.
Can I have a face photoshopped on that horse, please?
Go ahead, put in ridiculous suggestions for all of your
it has to be
face.
that one specifically.
I love that
Delete it, cut
line.
it
I
out.
don't know why I love it. Just-
Great balls of fire! Great balls of fire!
You know, actually, I want my face edited onto the Great Ball of Fire.
The Great Ball of Fire.
Um,
How great is John Pertwee in this story? I fucking love him in this.
That's his complex. Shows your tits, I'll tell you.
Oh, this was a mistake.
Dylan, are you part of the brigade trying to cancel John Pertwee?
Yeah, I'm fucking cancelling John Pertwee. I wanted
The
to see
liberal
him.
media is after John Pertwee this time. And it's so ridiculous. And Chris Chibnall is going after all of the classics that are so much better than Jodie Whittaker. I'm working on my bullshit.
And do you know the reason he does it? It's because he gets cooked on. Because he enjoys being a cuckold. You know that he's a soy boy. Do you know that he drinks soya milk,
God damn it.
and that changes an entire person's personality.
You know what? Do we have any idea who made the figurines for Barusa?
I don't know, but I'd like
What's
to.
up? Not
How's
very
that
talented.
goat?
They're not. I don't know. They're not horrible.
Wait. So Marcus, you've not seen the story before, have you?
Yes, I've seen it twice before this.
Oh, you have. So wait. Oh, right. No, Dylan and Brian haven't seen the original version.
Right.
But yeah, what is it with Sarah Jane's coat in this?
I don't know. People who didn't. Well,
80s.
I'm curious. Like, okay, so like, did Cannon and Company have good ratings that they were like, oh yeah, we could just like show Sarah Jane casually hanging out with K9 and nobody will be confused?
I'm googling it right now.
I was confused. Speaking of,
I
because
got 8.4 million.
Ah, oh, well, all right then. That's more than I would expect.
Who's got 8.4 million?
K9 and Company.
Well, I mean, the Doctor Who was still pretty popular by that point in the 80s. It was only really after the hiatus when viewership started to go downhill.
Ooh,
So
wait,
Colin Baker's first season was
the-
actually really well viewed.
the subtitle there was actually different from Mysterious Music. It said light orchestral music.
Oh, and here we have the scene from Shada.
Here's
You mean
the thing, though.
this
It wasn't
completely
even
separate
light
adventure?
orchestral music. It was a music cue.
Yeah,
with
it's
synth.
fucking horrible. I hate these subtitles.
Everybody's just so desperate to use Sade.
right.
Like, just until recently, until they finally just animated it. Everybody's been desperate to use Sade and just everything. So, I mean, John Nathan Turner tried to make it a Christmas special.
There was also plans to apparently remake it with Colin Baker.
Yeah. And then obviously you got the kind of 1992 VHS version, which I hate because Kath McCulloch's music is shit and doesn't fit this era at all.
There we
Who
go.
did the music for this story?
Peter Howell.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah, I like Peter Howell.
This is one of my favorite Classic Who soundtracks.
Yeah, it's got a good one. They did have a few good composers in the 80s. I particularly like Dominic Glynn. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Paddy Kingsland myself.
This is
alright.
this is going to be controversial, but I like Dominic Glynn's Colin Baker theme.
I will
That's
say,
not
like,
controversial. That's like my favorite theme.
as a whole, I think I prefer 80s Classic Who music to 70s Classic Who music because a lot of 70s Classic Who music feels the same. Because
Yeah,
Douglas
I
Simpson.
agree. I think the best era of classic Who music for me has to be season 5 to season 7. That's when Dudley Simpson was really at his prime, just producing really unique and great tracks every week. And if it wasn't Dudley Simpson, it was like Don Harper,
Yeah,
or,
definitely.
or somebody like that.
Actually, yeah. Out of all the out of all the '60s seasons, season 5 probably has the best music.
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's season 6 as well, though.
Each story feels very unique in season 5.
You've got Seeds of Death, you've got War Games, you've got The Invasion, all a very unique soundtrack.
And if we're going to be talking unique soundtracks and Classic Who music, can we shout out Jess Jurkovic doing the Dudley Simpson is Doctor Who project? He's
Wait,
a
what is
jazz
it?
pianist. Jess Jurkovic, he's basically has a
Ooh,
series where he-
suspenseful music instead of mysterious.
Oh,
Finish
wait,
the
here we go.
thought.
Oh.
Hands were outside of the triangle there.
Sarah
So
Jane.
there's just some decapitated hands just left on the ground.
I'm not going to say what I was about to say. I'm going to leave it there.
Oh, the child's having a boner. No, it's not.
Nope.
So this was I think this was the first this was the first Peter Davison story I ever saw.
It's the first Classic Who story I ever saw, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
I think it was the first or second Peter Davison story I ever saw.
This is one of the first. It wasn't one of the first classics I saw, but it was one of the first I bought on DVD, and I was really happy with it.
I know the first Classic Who story I saw was the Three Doctors.
Mm.
And I was very young at the time, so I'm not sure whether it was this or Spearhead from Space. It was one of the two.
My first was the Aztecs.
The first Davison I saw was
Love this.
Resurrection of the Daleks.
That was one of my first ones. That was the first one I bought on DVD with Earthshock. It was grossly inappropriate for a 7-year-old, but I
Oh,
love
very.
Try being a 3-year-old.
Love Resurrection. I like Turlo almost. I like Turlo.
Oh, Turlo's T-posing!
God
No.
damn it.
Well, Turlo and Hurdle are going to be on Thought Patrol in this episode. Go make me a sandwich. You better go make a sandwich, Tegan.
You wouldn't want to be a thought.
Don't be a thought, Tegan.
What do we do now? You could just wait.
He just said we wait.
You know what I do know happens in the original version that doesn't happen in the special edition?
What?
Cyberman says, aha!
Wait, what? When does this happen?
You know that scene where the Master and the Doctor run into each other and the Doctor quotes Alice in Wonderland and Cyberman just pops up in the background?
Does he really say aha there?
Either that or ah.
Ah. So, okay, favorite Bruce actor? Go.
Definitely the one from Deadly Assassin.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Very
agree.
different Bruce, eh? It's almost difficult to compare because they're like completely different characters almost.
Not really. I could see the progression of his character.
Well, he's kind of a wily politician in Deadly Assassin, and then he's just like a stuffy old man in Invasion of Time, and then in this he's just evil.
Wait, he's not. Wait, it's the same. Yeah, it is the same actor in Deadly Assassin and Invasion of Time, right?
No, it isn't. No,
Nope,
no.
it's different
Definitely.
actors.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry. You're right. You know, I'm actually gonna say my favorite is Invasion of Time because I rewatched that recently and he is fucking amazing in that.
Oh no, but Deadly Assassin though.
Favorite Deadly Assassin is my favorite Tom story. I just prefer Bruce in Invasion of Time.
So,
I just can't get over the fact that I learned this a couple of years ago that Ainley's beard isn't real.
it isn't?
Yeah.
No,
The only
yes,
time it's
okay.
real is the Destiny
Destiny
the
the
Doctor
Doctors.
video game.
Yeah.
Anytime you see pictures of him at like conventions, he's always clean shaven, and that's just how he normally looked.
Ainley's beard isn't real?
They should have given Missy a fake beard as well. I think I would have liked it more.
That would have been hilarious.
They gave John Sim a beard.
That's true.
Well, that was real. You know, he actually probably grow one.
Okay, so can we
I
talk
meant
about?
his wife.
So,
All right.
okay, I really don't like Richard Herndahl, but I love Carol Ann Ford's commitment to being back on the show. Like, she treats Richard Herndahl like it's William Hartnell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
she acts really well off of him.
Well, I mean, she did the same thing with Jeffrey Bailden.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeffrey Bailden, man. I loved him as the
Ah,
Doctor.
the shoehorned Dalek. I love the
Yeah.
shoehorned Dalek.
With the red lights.
I've never seen a trailer for the Five Doctors, but I guarantee this was for the trailers.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm pretty sure it was because this would have been like what? The Daleks hadn't been in it since what? 78, 79 with Destiny?
79. Yeah, that was 79.
So yeah, this is a good like 4 years after their last appearance.
Mhm.
No, 5 years. Actually, no, you're right, 4 years.
And the next 2 seasons, they would appear once in each of them.
Yeah, well, you kind of we got 2 great Dalek stories out of it. So
Oh, yeah.
are you gonna complain?
Can we also say, like, Eric Sayward is one of the best Dalek writers?
Yes.
Yeah. It'll be
Right.
interesting to it'll be interesting to read his novelizations.
Oh, I really want to read them, yeah. They seem good.
I feel like Revelation of the Daleks is going to be a lot better as a book.
I
think
love Revelations Daleks
yeah.
without a book.
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't
like
need to be a
it's my
book.
favorite of the '80s Dalek stories, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it's just got.
I mean,
Really
don't get me
plot.
wrong. I like Revelation of the Daleks, but I prefer Resurrection and Remembrance by miles.
Oh, well, for me, with Revelation, it's just got such a great tone, which is like dark mixed with just ridiculous kind of. I don't know how you just kind of say it, almost surreal. Like it's kind of really dark and really surreal, and I love it. And the plot is really, really strong in that one. It's got a really good sense of world building. Whereas Resurrection, the plot's just a big mess, and in Remembrance, the plot is pretty light. So that's why I
Yeah.
like.
I think Revelation has the best side characters.
Definitely, I love the side.
I'd say second best. I think Remembrance has better side characters, but mostly because all the characters in Remembrance are based off of other characters from early Who.
So while we're here, Brian's gonna hate me for bringing this up, because I bring it up way too much. But in the VNAs, there's this.
I knew it was either going to be in Lung Barrow or in the VNA.
This isn't a Lung Barrow thing. This is a happy endings thing because it's just hilarious. So there's this idea that Rassilon had a pet mouse that he loved, and it had a loom. And in this story, the Master steals that loom.
That's beautiful.
Because why not?
It's one of the most gormless Daleks I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is like a really shit Dalek.
I mean, this is literally like Doctor Who Haunted House Ride with the Daleks.
Because you could tell Terrence Dicks doesn't want to write this scene. He was basically asked to throw the Daleks in it.
Yeah.
My favorite bit of the last clip that we
this
just saw
set
was
is
watching
appalling.
Richard Turndall run with his mouth fucking wide open.
Didn't Richard Turndall die before he could get paid for this?
Yes, he did.
I thought he died like in 1984.
Yeah, but they took a while to pay out the BBC. This Dalek is such an idiot.
I know, it's like, help, I'm being attacked. So a light push is
tell
being
it's
attacked.
Let's just shoot myself.
In my headcanon, the BBC put a hit on Herndal so they didn't have to pay him.
I love how you just refer to a conspiracy theory as, oh, that's why headcanon. We really have moved to a post-truth age, haven't we?
In my headcanon, Bush did 9/11.
No, Rassilon did 9/11.
Fucking love that Twitter page. Every
The
word.
Dalek did 9/11 when it shot a building and the ray just reflected so many times until it destroyed the
Oh
Twin
no,
Towers.
no. Yeah, the plane actually missed. It just got caught in the Dalek explosion.
So my question
The,
is,
the plane didn't actually hit the Twin Towers, it just dropped off a Ratson robot and it just destroyed.
okay, but look, here's my question about that fucking ray reflection bullshit. The rest of that fucking corridor was just as reflective as the other bit where it got
That was
trapped.
a corner. It's meant to be a corner.
Brian, it's not meant to make any sense.
It was written last minute because we needed to have the Daleks in.
I love this bit. Just minding your own business, you get groped by a Cyberman. When you're outside the club at 3 AM and some crackhead grabs on.
We are no match for their mighty sticks.
I think that was a metal pole, you fool. Although it is weird.
What the fuck did she even trip over? What did she even trip over?
Apparently, it was a lot more steep with, like, in real life, but the way they shot it, it just looks less threatening.
Because it just shot it on a flat surface.
Also, isn't this like technically
Died.
when didn't they like air this in 4 parts in like America or something, and like that was the part 1 cliffhanger?
Oh God!
Wow,
No.
you wouldn't want to
Was it
continue
really?
watching.
I
Oh,
think it
horrible.
was.
That's horrible.
Yep, it would have
That
been.
that would have. Oh God, I hate that.
Could they
Cry.
not have found somewhere a bit steeper?
No, apparently it was really steep, like when you're actually looking at it, but just they didn't. It
I mean,
wasn't
you
shot.
can tell it's not a big drop.
Oh yeah.
Just think, there is lots of steep places in Britain. You could have found one. I'm sure there's a steep place around here. Look, it's very hilly. But it's just like, because this one was next to a road, there's, oh, that'll do.
Yeah.
So can I just say the tartan cloak does not have the same charm as the black cloak?
I think they carry the same effect personally.
Also, that's not tartan.
Ah,
Ooh.
So I think we've
Rip.
determined that in this commentary, the role of Janet Fielding will be played by Marcus Cotton.
Here's another question.
Wait, what?
Here's another question.
There's a little
How
joke
does-
of Janet Fielding pointing out just random bits of clothing in the commentaries.
that was kind of her thing in the season 18 behind the sofa. Look at her! She changed costume again!
I have a question about the Third Doctor.
Okay.
Go ahead.
How does he fucking know that he's gonna become Tom Baker?
Yeah, that makes no sense. A lot of this story makes no sense, but I love it. Anyway.
I think in the script, Sarah J was meant to be gesturing to like curls and teeth, but she just didn't do it very well.
Fucking hell.
But you see, there was a steeper alcove just behind them there. Fuck me, the TARDIS. Have you seen that video?
I just-
Oh, it's so funny.
What is it?
Fucking Doctor Who poop of the 5 Doctors.
Oh, I've never seen that one. I love that channel though.
Oh,
Is that the best one?
So for the first Doctor, would you believe that this is supposed to take place like shortly after the massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve?
I'd believe that.
What was he doing? Just walking around a garden?
Taking some time away from
Yeah,
Steven's bullshit.
but the thing is, he's walking around a garden in the 3 Doctors as well. I mean, he never does that in the show, apart from maybe in the Aztecs. You know, it's like, oh, his personality is just walking around in a garden.
Wait, Jacob, did you say before or after Massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve?
I think it's after. I'm not sure.
It should be before because that's when it's just him and Steven.
Oh yeah. No. Well, and then I know what I know is that like I think the idea is that like he gets plopped back in the garden after the 5 Doctors, and then he gets pulled right back out of time again for the 3 Doctors.
Damn.
Yeah, he must be pretty sick of this shit by now.
Oh
He-
god.
he's
Well, no, he gets
definite-
pulled out.
Fucking
Yeah, no, he gets pulled out for the 5 Doctors just after like the Oliver Harper trilogy. Then he has to do the shit in the Witch Hunters, and then he goes back to the 3 Doctors.
On foot patrol.
the first Doctor just takes some time in between Dalek's Master Plan and the Massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve, and he's just like he's like anytime you need me, just take me out and I will go on Thought Patrol, and he stops like any of the Doctor's like future incarnation companions from like hanging around with anyone.
And make sure that Anne Chaplet dies because she was a font.
Oh god, no.
We wish you success. What I don't understand, why is this like a danger to the Time Lords? Is it just like the idea of people being in the death zone?
Well, no, it's because somebody's activated it.
Because it's the Time Lords.
No, somebody
They don't-
activated the death zone. And,
And
it's
they're
not
like-
meant to be activated.
They're like, yeah, that.
You'd think Barusa would have like a better plan to be like, because he's the president. He should be like, I can do this, and I have to activate the death zone for reasons.
Well, my question is, right, because here's the thing. They have a transmat that goes to Rassilon's tomb. So why don't they just go to Rassilon's tomb anyway? Without making other people trek through the death zone and figure it out there.
The same reason the Doctor never name drops that he's a Time Lord, because then you have no story.
Yeah. Suspenseful music. No, now it's not a mysterious music. Now it's suspenseful music.
Oh look, Sarah Jane after she fell.
Oh no! The skeleton was quite gruesome for the time.
Where did they get the table from?
Yeah, I was gonna say like, they just brought out fucking tables and chairs, just in the middle of this.
They were arguing, then they stopped arguing, and then they brought out a fucking table and chairs.
Yep.
Silently, then continued the argument.
God, I really don't like Richard Herndal as the first Doctor.
I'm kind of waiting to get there before I comment on anything.
Get where?
I'm with you, but I really like that scene with him and Tegan.
Oh, which one? Easiest Pie?
I think it's the same scene, but it's like, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. And at my age, there's very little left to fear.
See, I think the first Doctor is written well in this. I think Terrence Dicks writes him well, but I don't think Richard Herndal pulls it off as an actor.
I think he does. I like him. I
don't think he's that bad. I think he's alright. I mean, Hartnell's my favourite Doctor, and I don't think Herndal's that bad. He's no William Hartnell, but it's functional. It's a functional portrayal. There's nothing to really complain about. So, I mean, if you're complaining he's not as good as Hartnell, it's like, well, of course not. There's very few actors like Hartnell.
And it's not like they could show him very much Hartnell before he took on the role, considering
Yeah, that's true.
how much was missing.
I mean, how much did they even have in 1983?
I know they had an Unearthly Child complete.
With the pilot episode of all bloody things.
Yeah, that.
I mean, because Ian Levine got the first big batch, but wasn't that in like 84 or something?
Oh, was it?
Oh, well, I don't know. Actually, I've got a good website I can find this on, if you just give me a minute.
I think Levine would have. They would have stopped the junkings by now, because I know the junking stopped with Fury from the Deep in '78.
Yeah, but just because the junking stopped doesn't mean that they knew where the episodes were.
Yeah, but I know, because then they had copies strewn all over the place.
Yeah, right. So I'm gonna find out when they first get them.
And I know they must have had the Crotons, because that's what they showed for the Five Faces repeat before this.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So. Yeah. So the first ones, like when they started trying to get them back, was like 1982. The first ones they got back were Abominable Snowmen 2, Space Museum 1, and Moonbase 4. Where else? Oh yeah, Wheel of Space 3. Master Plan 5 and 10 in 1983. But not much Hartnell.
Wait, did you say Master Plan 9 and 10?
5 and 10.
Oh, okay. I was gonna fucking say.
Yeah. So in 1984 was like one of the first Hartnells we returned. It was like Celestial Toymaker 4. When did they get like the Daleks and shit?
When did they get like the Daleks and shit?
Where is the Dalek? I must have missed something.
No. I think wasn't it one of Ian Levine's last? The Daleks?
No, Daleks was one of the first ones he got. That was when he first got permission to go in.
Yeah, and that's when they were about to junk that one, right?
But I can't find. Maybe this timeline's inaccurate.
Peter Davison's hands are really fucking.
Oh wait, no, I was wrong. In 1978, they actually was when they first had the first Ian Levine batch.
Yeah.
So the end
I
of the
know
match,
that, like, I know when they
Edge of
ended the
Destruction,
Young
Keys
Kings.
Marinus, Aztecs, Sensorites, Planet of Giants, Dark Invasion of Earth, An Earthly Child, the Daleks, The Rescue, the Romans, the Web Planet, the Space Museum, the Chase, the Ark, the Gunfighters, the Mind Robber. Oh, wait, that's not hard, but that's one of them I had. And All the Seeds of Death.
God damn.
So that was
Yeah.
78. So they would have had plenty of Hartnell by this point. That's the point.
Yeah. So rip Richard Herndal.
Richard.
God damn.
Why did I even say that? That was actually subconscious. I didn't mean to say it.
I was about
Richard
we
Herndal.
we missed it a few minutes ago, but I was about to point out that Ainley and Pertwee do not have the same chemistry that Delgado and Pertwee have.
Oh god.
Well, I mean, it would have been pretty hard for Pertwee, considering how much he liked Ainley as a... It's not Ainley, Delgado as a friend. And then, like, faced with somebody who's, like, you know, dressed up like him, and he's like, no. Would be a bit weird.
He just met Anthony Ainley. Ainley goes out to shake his hand, and Pertwee goes, "Eh."
You're dead!
Oh, that's terrible. Also, why does Patrick Troughton look really fucking sick?
Well, bear in mind he dies in about 5 years.
Not even. He died in 85.
87. No, it's 87.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely certain.
It's 87 because Sidney
Yeah, but
Newman
But he
wanted
did the
Patrick
Two
Troughton.
Doctors, remember?
Right, he's looking
that-
healthy. He
Oh
may
shit.
be
Okay,
looking.
sorry. Right.
He may be looking gray in a couple years' time, but like he looks healthier in that than he does in this.
It's not because when he died, it wasn't because he was like massively unhealthy. It's just that he had a couple of little heart issues, and he was advised not to exert himself. But of course, he went to America and exerted himself at a con, and that's what gave him the heart attack. So it was, you know, basically against doctor's orders was the problem. And if he'd been, because wasn't found until later in his hotel room, I think it was said that they probably would have been able to like save him had, you know, they found him early on, something like that. So yeah, the point was it was just like a heart attack. Could happen to any of us any day now. Could happen to you tomorrow.
It could happen right now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Lord Slarr dies on camera. Click for views. Press F to pay respect. Right, everybody. If I die on camera, donate to Joey, but nobody else. Like, just send him.
Yeah, just me.
on the super chat or Patreon or something.
I'm starting up the Patreon right now. And a GoFundMe to pay for Dylan's funeral.
That's for Dylan's funeral with air quotes, right?
No, just Dylan's funeral. We gotta convince everyone.
It better be a massive party.
Oh hell yeah!
I'd be disappointed if it wasn't. Yeah.
We'll fucking play the Chinese Mondasian Cybermen video at your funeral.
Yes, please do. That was like
the
a highlight of my life.
And the play out song as we put you in the ground is the Davison thing from Castrovalva. Just going putting his fucking coffin in the ground.
What one of you needs to do is to open my coffin when like it's, you know, up in front of the whole crowd and get a baseball bat out and just start like killing people.
Fuck me.
Yes.
I always forget that the Yeti are in this story.
Yeah, why the fuck are they in this story?
Because 25th anniversary.
Yeti or Yeti.
Ha. Ha!
God, that was another subconscious thing I just didn't even intend to say out loud.
The Yeti.
I'll be back in a sec.
The master just goes, "Get in my sex dungeon."
Jesus, what the
It's got
hell
a
is
little
Dylan?
fucking weird gay porno thing going on with that cloak. I'm telling you.
I mean, did Amy ever not have a little kind of gay porno thing going on?
See, he goes, "Oh."
Ah. And here we have Time Lords recognizing each other across the generations, contradicted in the same story.
Dylan, did you have to do that making so much noise? Dylan,
Yeah,
you made so much noise doing that.
did I?
Yeah, you did. We could hear absolutely everything. It was great.
Dylan, you missed the Cyberman going, oh.
No, somebody went to the
Oh.
toilet while I was doing that, so that might have been them, not me.
I don't know. I just heard you going up and down the stairs, and it was really loud.
I'm loud, bitch.
Oh.
His celery looks more like coriander in this episode for some reason.
It's probably what it is.
Why did they give him celery?
It was
Just JNT has no taste whatsoever.
yeah. There really was absolutely no reason for it, but Davison demanded that there be a reason for it in his final episode.
JNT just so many random things like, oh yeah, celery. It's probably when he was like high on fucking cocaine or something. He was like, oh, celery.
Celery.
I've got his memoirs, and
Part of me just really wanted to see Davison smack him on the ass.
Yeah, the way he peels it off, it does look like he's going to do something nefarious. Also, he's lying upright now. He was on his back a second ago. Maybe you're right about the direction, Jacob.
Yeah, I know, right?
That was inconsistent.
It's like, wait.
When the siren. Oh no!
One of them just goes, do not keep hold the fast one on
Guys,
us.
Susan hurt her ankle.
Because that's something she did
Is that
so
like,
much.
Is this part of the drinking game? I'm going to take a swig for that.
Every time Susan twists her ankle.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I am almost convinced that it was this story that caused fan perception of 60s companions to be what it is.
Yeah.
Probably.
But that's because this was basically all the experience people had of the 60s for a very long time.
Well, it was this. There was the rebroadcast of An Unearthly Child and the Crotons.
And the Time Meddler in 92.
Oh no, I'm just talking like in the 80s.
Oh, in the 80s, yeah. Like An Unearthly Child and the Crotons. But I think the stereotype was more about Hartnell rather than Troughton.
Yeah.
Because obviously everybody knows about Zoe, and Zoe hardly fits that stereotype.
Oh no, Marcus left.
He got time eddied.
Oh no. Now he really is going in the time eddy. Oh gee.
His celery looks a lot healthier now.
Again, why would you put him in with a decorative vegetable?
Well, didn't
What is it?
Didn't they used to like hang carrots off like their ears and shit?
Here's the thing, Jacob. Basically, J&T was a cannibal, right? So he really wanted to fucking eat Peter Davison, and was like, it would make him 1,000 times better if we garnished him with celery. And Peter Davison was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Give me a reason for
that
having
is
celery.
A terrible accusation. Celery is horrible.
Yeah, that's why Peter Davison was so fucking pissed about the celery. He was like, why would you garnish me with celery? You cunt.
Yeah, I mean, who actually likes celery? Is there somebody in the world who actually thinks, oh yeah, celery, yum yum?
Not on its own, at least.
It's horrible in anything. I hate it in a salad. It's just, ugh, it gives off this horrible bitter taste when you crunch it.
It's good in tuna salad.
I think Brian killed us.
Apparently Marcus lost power.
Oh, that's terrible.
He's stuck in the time, Eddie.
He's actually stuck in a time.
Got him. In the time, Eddie. I'm very happy about this.
When he joins back in, there may be like a minute or two listeners.
Why is he
wait,
a
Mark.
unicorn?
Oh wait, he's back. Hang on.
So how was the time, Eddie Marcus?
So you're my replacements.
I don't believe your lies.
Yeah, no, we're just at my house. We're remodeling our kitchen right now, so my dad shut off the section of the house I live in. So,
Oh, lovely. All right, we'll give you a timestamp to catch up with, or Brian just needs like.
watch it on in here from here on out.
Okay, gotcha. Sounds good.
So
God, this is really where David Banks's cyber leader became a bit more campy.
Yeah.
Because he was really good in Earthshock, but then just the performance he gives in this and Attack of the Cybermen is just like, almost how do you call it?
A caricature of like
Caricature, yeah.
Of people
Of
saw
Earthshock.
saw him as in Earthshock, yeah.
Has he been back in any audios?
Yeah, he has.
Yes,
Hour
he
of
has.
the Cybermen.
That was really good, actually.
And I know
He gave a really nice
isn't he back
performance
this
in
year
that.
too in
Yeah,
Warzone and
He's doing a
Conversion?
Peter Davison this year. I think
Yeah,
this
he's-
month.
Yeah, this month it's coming out later.
I listened to the trailer for Conversion, actually. It sounds like it's going to be really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Right. So you'll have to tell me if it's good, because I'll get it if it's good.
Can we all agree that the Fifth Doctor's of the classic Doctors is the weakest?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, hell yeah. I think, he's the only Doctor I'd rank below a New Who Doctor, because I think Eccleston's better than Davison.
I think Eccleston's better than Tom and Davison, and kind of Paul McGann.
No, I really like Paul McGann in the audios. I mean, I like Pete Davis a lot in the audios, but I still feel that Eccleston just has so much depth to him that's actually really good depth that, I've got to appreciate him.
And none of
He's
it,
not like
let's
Tennant,
be
because
clear,
Tennant does
none
have
of
lots
it's
of depth.
Davison's
Yeah.
fault. None of it's Davison's
Oh,
fault.
no,
It's
no.
just they made him so bland.
Bland.
And the thing is, I love him in some Big Finish audios, like Creatures of Beauty. Oh, he's such he's great in stories like that, a very somber tone.
See, because in my marathon, I'm in Davison now, in his era, so, there's a distinct difference. Like it's like every time what?
Doesn't matter. I'm just talking bullshit.
Oh, the most perfect killing machine. Here we go.
I really want the Rats and Robot.
Yep,
The most perfect
According to the
killing
subtitles,
machine.
the
It fucking
Rassilon
misses.
Warrior Robot.
Wait, the Rassilon?
That's what the subtitles call it.
I mean, that's not moving like lightning. That's just teleporting.
Zips.
I fucking love zips. Suspenseful music.
Oh, is this the bit where Cybermen just get fucking butchered?
Yep.
Oh yeah, the best bit.
The bit where the Cyberman throws up.
You can see his ass!
Yeah, I know, he is a thick boy, as I said.
Who's the thickest Doctor Who monster?
Absorbaloff. But he wears a thong.
Don't shit your pants about it.
I would say the Yeti is the thickest Doctor Who monster.
We're getting.
One
we're
was
getting...
played by John Levine as well.
No. Oh, the Black Scrolls of Rassilon.
Why does it just start burning?
I don't.
What the fuck?
The
hell?
Oh,
Also, he's just stopped them from burning because he's just suffocated the fire.
yeah.
And now it just looks like the box is smoking now.
Oh,
The five would have been
guys,
smothers.
we're getting to the line. We're getting to the line.
What line?
No,
This
not the
line.
mind probe.
Oh.
You are authorized to use the mind probe.
No, not the mind probe.
No, not the mind probe. Yeah, no, the mind probe's gonna give us answers. Wait. Did they just kill him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't
Yeah.
he regenerate?
Maybe he's on his
Because
last one. I
used
don't know.
Phaser.
Man, what are the odds that whenever you want to actually kill a Time Lord, they're always on their last regeneration?
Damn, I was 2 days for time.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he is a higher up in Time Lord Society, and you'd assume if you manage to get high up in the society, you're quite old. So there's a theory.
Fair.
Yeah, but then you have people like Barusa who just keeps coming back in different bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's just be thankful that the Doctor doesn't shoot somebody in cold blood just so that they can regenerate into a black woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Count the blessings. Count the
Thank God,
blessings.
thank God that'll never happen. Still, Hellbent's a 10 out of 10.
Joey,
I'm being a cunt.
I was gonna say,
Have you seen all of these horrible hot takes on Hellbent? It was like a couple months ago they started coming out of the woodwork, and it's like,
Yes, yeah.
what the fuck, man?
well, I think I got people on my review for it saying like that I didn't get it or something.
The vast majority of them are people
You
who
just
think...
don't understand Hellbent, man.
There's the Yeti!
Like, what is there not to
To be
understand?
fair, you have to have a really high IQ to understand Hellbent.
Look, Dylan, we've already established I understand Ghostlight. I must have a high IQ.
They must have
You
cut
have a
some of this stuff
your
out of the
brain must be
special
almost
edition.
as big as Stephen
But
Moffat.
Jacob, as everyone knows, Hellbent is the only story other than Ghostlight that you need. Is the only story that you need to have a higher IQ to understand than Ghostlight. So
Did they cut some of this Yeti stuff down in the special edition?
possibly because the
Because,
Yeti
like,
costume
I
is
don't
kind of
think
set here.
It's not having a long time here.
Well, I mean, it's kind of concealed in darkness, so, like, it doesn't matter, but why would you, like, cut that out?
But I'm genuinely surprised the Yeti really haven't come back.
Oh yeah, I love the Yeti.
You'd think, as far as, like,
is the best trout, and you can't change one.
you'd think, though, as far as, like, appealing to kids, a Yeti would be an excellent idea to bring in as a monster.
Oh yeah. How great is the vinyl cover for The Abominable Snowman?
Excellent.
I fucking love it.
It's a shame the Abominable Snowmen can't be as good as the cover.
Yeah, that's kind of true. I mean, I don't hate The Abominable Snowman.
I do, with a burning passion. It's fucking terrible.
It's a little boring, but I mean,
And
it's only
if you had
it's only because it's a bit long.
it'd probably be better if you had the episodes.
I don't know, man. That is such a tiny fucking door.
That's a Rassilon-sized door for the Peter Dinklage incarnation of Rassilon.
Or it's just the door for No, it's the door for Rassilon's mouse.
How great would Peter Dinklage
Wait a
be as
minute, did the
Rassilon?
mouse turn into the Yeti?
I don't know. Okay, so we've already established by this point the TARDIS is virtually, indestructible.
Yeah.
So, like, why are they worried that the Cybermen are going to try to blow it up?
I don't know. Like, it's weird. The Cybermen are a really big part of the story, but, like, what the fuck do they actually do?
Nothing. That's the answer. Absolutely nothing. Oh, yeah. The battle scene everyone was waiting for.
Wait, where's the part where it throws up? Did I miss it already? Shit, I was looking away
No.
for like 5 seconds. Oh, here we
It's
go.
just beginning.
That's, that guy in the cyber suit almost tripped. Why does Dylan have to make so much noise when he moves?
Because he lives under the stairs. He's Harry Potter, dude. He lives in a cupboard.
Sorry, I got trapped in a time eddy there.
I like the siren all turning around. It's great.
That sounded more like a sound of relief than a sound of pain. Ah!
Wait, here we go. It's coming. And
Oh,
there it is.
no way.
Like, so that does that imply that it's still got like?
Yeah, how the fuck does a Cyberman throw up? I don't get
Well,
that.
they've still got some organs, you know.
Yeah, but
I mean,
like,
they've still got a mouth. Remember these ones?
But to have that sort of like involuntary reaction, also to dying of all things.
Well, you know how in Tomb of the Cybermen they like had the cyber pus.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe it's like that. Apart from it's coming out the mouth.
Okay.
I mean, actually, it did come out the mouth in Tomb and the Moon Base. So there you go.
Yeah.
Man, the Fifth Doctor really does like almost nothing, but he still gets all the credit for saving the day in the end of the story.
Which is
Yeah, I mean,
weird.
all he does is get possessed.
No, seriously, like everyone else is like going on like this big journey to the tomb of Rassilon, and Davidson's just like hanging out with the Time Lords the whole time, and he just gets all the credit because he figured out who's behind it all in the end.
Well, it figures out who's behind it, and then gets fucking possessed by him. How incompetent.
Yeah. Suspenseful
And
music.
here we have the Tower of Orthanc.
Yeah.
What a
That's a
splendid
splendid
idea.
Outdoor
No,
shots.
why
because
does
Liz
every
look like
in
she's
this in
freezing.
these sequence of scenes is every single companion just like giving a sarcastic response to how they get in?
Because it's 80s, it's Davison era companions. They all just fucking hate the Doctor no matter what incarnation he's in.
unless you're Nissa.
Like seriously, what is with that? Why does every fucking Davison companion just hate him?
I don't know. I mean, at least
It's not fun to watch. How do people enjoy season 19?
Well,
least-
I mean,
at
in
least
Ad-
Tegan
in-
has a reason to hate him.
Well, she
You
doesn't really
know?
hate him so much as she's just frustrated about being stuck.
But all it is every companion interaction, specifically in season 19, is just them bickering with each other, and it's just not enjoyable. There's no spirit of adventure about the team. They're not a team whatsoever. They're just a bunch of people bickering.
I mean,
in-
there was
in
bickering
Adric's-
in the older episodes, but it was all right then because the characters were really good, and you actually they had proper good reasons for bickering, and it was like,
Oh
I don't know, it was just fun to watch. Like in the William Hartnell era of Ian Barber and the Doctor, their bickering was actually really good to watch because they were great characters, and you didn't want them to fall out, you know.
Yeah.
well,
Whereas
in
like none of the
Adric-
characters are really good in season 19, so
in Adric's case, he's sort of like fucking missing the Tom Baker version of the Doctor.
Like for some reason the personalities of the season 19 companions is just like, well, if you tell them where they're from, that's their entire character. It's like, oh, well, they're all from unique places, so that makes them unique characters. When no, it doesn't. You need to come up with interesting traits to go along with those unique backgrounds.
although at least they weren't all from modern day London. Something to say
Well, yeah,
about that.
exactly. Like, but I feel like that's a poor excuse for it.
I'm just saying it's better than bloody modern companions. Well, except for now, they're no longer from modern day London, but modern day Sheffield. What a revelation!
There we go.
I mean, at least they're not all. At least Whittaker's companions have an interesting kind of dynamic. At least Graham and Ryan do.
That was the
That's
best
true.
subtitle. The best subtitle: coins clinking.
No, Graham and Ryan are alright companions, but I'm just absolutely begging for a companion who's not from fucking England, from the
Oh,
modern
yeah.
day.
Mhm.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if they were from England in the future, or if they were from some foreign country from the present, or some alien from any time. Ideally, an alien, but I could cope with like somebody from the future or the past.
Give us
you
a
know?
private eye from 1930s New York.
No, that sounds shit.
Or a
No
shape-
Americans.
Or a shape-shifting penguin detective.
When Dylan calls that shit, but that's basically Frobisher.
Yeah, but the difference is, he's a penguin. Just because he is also a detective from New York, I think the Simon clearly saw him there. Should have got a Specsavers advert right there. Oh wait, I forgot. Nobody in here is British, so you won't get that. Shit. Anybody who's British who's watching, you'll probably get that.
It's weird. My audience is mostly British.
I wonder why.
The
No.
Has channel entirely based about British show, yet his audience is
It's a
mostly
fucking
British.
mystery. It's a fucking
The
mystery.
floor appears to be made out of floor.
Okay, so why doesn't it kill Ainley?
Because it's inactive until somebody crosses it.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
That's a really weird defense mechanism.
Well, it's because they want to draw everybody else on. Because if the first person who goes on dies, nobody else is going to go on.
But what if there's just one person? Like, what's the point of that?
Well, then they'll get killed by the other traps.
Oh, it changes with every journey.
The laws of this chessboard are so flimsy. I fucking hate this
Well,
part.
it's better than the chessboard from fucking what do you call it?
Death to the
Death to the
Daleks.
Daleks. It's not even a
Don't
chessboard.
move.
That is.
That's fucking lame.
What's that a little? Tegan, you know the Cybermen are inhuman monsters. Like,
Yeah, why is there no mention of Adric?
yeah.
It's weird.
Also, the implication is the Doctor doesn't know the Master.
Yeah, fuck.
Well, well, he obviously doesn't know them. I mean, are they still friends when he's Hartnell? Maybe they are. Maybe they only because Troughton's the first one who comes across the mask. Oh wait, no, because it's
No,
James
yeah,
Craven's mask.
yeah, Destination Wars.
All right, well, that poses a problem then because that's set in season 1.
Yep.
Well, just after season 1, I think.
Maybe it's just because he doesn't realize that this one is the master. I don't know. I mean, James
Maybe,
Draper
yeah.
does look a lot different from Ainley.
That would be the only explanation.
Okay,
I think they were
4.
friends until
He's just walking straight across. Why are you just walking straight across?
I hate this so much.
Tegan, it has nothing to do with addition. It's knowing what pi is.
The explanation makes no sense.
It would make sense if they actually walked across it like walking using the number pi.
More power.
Heels click. Mysterious music!
The
It's
serious
back.
music, it's back! Yay!
Why is he just... Oh, he's looking for buttons. Okay.
At least this makes sense.
Did you guys see the picture I sent to the Skype chat?
Yes, and I'm not commenting on it.
There was a picture you sent to the Skype chat?
Yeah.
I can't see it right now. I'm not allowed.
Dylan, did you see it?
No.
Okay.
When-
Hot take. They should
When,
have had
when Sarah Jane asks, how do you get into the death zone?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
hot take for a moment. Liz Shaw would have been great if Liz was paired up with the Third Doctor for this story.
Oh, definitely.
God,
Well, because I'm sure
that is not even funny, Joey.
What the... See, it's really funny though.
Besides, it's not even a forever box because it will eventually decompose along with your corpse.
See, exactly.
Better off recycling your body parts, you know?
Okay. Oh, I love this
Oh.
though. I like that that Richard Franklin hasn't aged a fucking day, and then there's Carolyn John over there.
Yeah, well, she's had the tribulations of being a mother, you know?
Also, Big Finish hinting they might be doing more Liz stuff.
Yes,
Well,
I'm
good,
so
because
excited.
her daughter who plays her was brilliant.
Oh, did you hear? Have you heard Primord?
Yeah, I loved it. It was
so
brilliant.
good. So
Honestly,
good.
the Third Doctor
If they were
Adventures
going to
has
make
been
a
one of.
sequel to Inferno, that's what they needed to do. Also,
Well,
you see, he hasn't aged a day. He looks like fucking Frankenstein.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Dylan. There are two sequels to Inferno, both with the Third Doctor. There's
Which one?
Primord, and then there's a book called The Face of the Enemy. Which
Oh,
is-
yeah. I have that.
Yeah, read it. It's really good.
Okay. Now that I know it's a sequel to Inferno, I'll probably hurry up and read it.
It
Even though I've
doesn't-
owned it for like a year and a half.
Oh, so you'll read that, Dylan?
What?
But you won't finish the script.
What?
No,
What's your beef with me?
I'm just being a dick. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, but what are you even talking about? What haven't I read?
No, it's just nothing. Never mind. So what I was gonna say before, we
Because I
got
don't
very
read your
sidetracked.
love letters you send me. I'm sorry, but I just find it a bit creepy, mate.
No, what I was gonna say is that, like, yeah, I think Liz would have been great with paired up with the Third Doctor here, and I would assume that they originally got Elizabeth Sladen for this special to be with Tom.
I know they did because
They
they originally
did.
wanted the Brig with 3.
Okay.
The
Oh,
Brig
and
was supposed to be with three.
I guess Victoria would have been with. Okay, gotcha. I see.
Yeah, Jamie
No,
was,
Jamie would have been
supposed
with
to
2,
be
but
with
Fraser
3.
Hines couldn't do it.
So where does
No,
where
you're
does
right,
wait,
we had the scene with Deborah Watling. Sorry, not Deborah. Wendy Padbury yet because she's heavily pregnant in this.
No, she's. I think this is the scene.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
Deborah
she's-
Watling would have been in this scene.
Okay. Wait,
Yeah,
so
wait.
why is it? So wait, so why is it Wendy Padbury? Oh, god damn it, phone.
No,
No,
it was
when-
it was supposed to be so the second Doctor was supposed to be with Jamie, right?
Mhm.
So it's supposed to be Zoe and Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, she's heavily pregnant. Look how well they hide it.
How well they? She's wrapped in fucking bubble wrap.
Yeah, exactly.
That's-
But they managed to hide how pregnant she was literally like 7 or 8 months pregnant at this
Oh
point.
wow.
You know
Wait,
that
okay,
makes a lot of sense.
So
No?
why wasn't Deborah Watling able to do this?
They cut her because Tom Baker. It's Tom Baker's fault.
Wait. Oh, okay, I see. So, okay, I see what you mean. Gotcha.
I also would have loved if they added
And
like a
Fraser
scene
Hines
of-
couldn't do it, so I think they rewrote Victoria to do this, to have Jamie do this scene.
Yeah. You
Oh,
know
sweet,
what?
I got power back.
See, this is why season 6B is canon.
He only no. No.
Yes,
So
yes.
this happens like he's taken out of time just before they sentence him to exile. Like literally just
Yeah.
a second before and put him right back there. That's what happens. That's canon.
Yeah.
No, that's not what happens.
That
That
is
is
definitely
met
what
up.
happens.
That is what happened.
Okay.
Season
Look,
6B
Brian,
is not
Brian,
canon.
these two are allowed to be wrong. These two are allowed to be totally wrong.
What's that, Jacob? What's that? I won't be producing any more novel adaptations. What's that? Jacob, what were you saying? Do you remember that time you wrote a season 6B reference into Time War Apocalypse adaptation and I cut it out? Do you remember that? I have the power here, bitch.
That was in the original script, in the original book.
Yeah, and I have the power here, bitch. Season 6B will never be canon as long as I have a say in the matter.
Show us what tips and I'll tell you.
A musical. Oh, that's a terrible pun. Surprise! The key is the DAC array.
See, like, I think in the special edition they dub over the harp to make it sound prettier.
Nope.
When did she lose her coat? Her second coat, I guess.
I don't know. Okay, can we talk for one moment
No.
about how dumb circular Gallifreyan is?
It's just Greek, isn't it?
Well, no, I don't mind the Greek symbols being Gallifreyan. I just think like the new series is like entire language out of circles that apparently you can translate.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like that either.
How do
Shit, isn't
people
it?
translate it? There's like
I have it written down somewhere. So
Yeah, no, I didn't like the circular thing.
I think it's okay.
I just don't think it's just not like it's supposed to be a form of writing, right? But like just a bunch of circles doesn't make sense in a form of writing.
I think it was just meant to help distance away the Time Lords from being really human-like and make them more alien.
I
Yeah.
guess, but I just don't like people who act like, "Ooh, I can do my name in circular Gallifreyan," and it's like, no, you can't. It's not.
It's usually Americans trying to like pretend Doctor Who's is consistent lore-wise as Star Trek, because they actually have cohesive foreign languages in Star Trek. Doctor Who doesn't. Doctor Who has
yeah.
no fucking consistent canon. Get used
Oh,
to
yeah.
it, man.
yeah.
It's all bullshit, really, but I love it.
Oh yeah.
So what you're saying is season 6B is canon.
And what I'm saying is that none of it's canon. Nothing is canon because every Doctor Who episode is inconsistent with
Oh, wait,
something
so
else,
1 second. So we've divided the room. So Brian and Jacob are wrong, and me and Dylan are right. Marcus, what do you say on the subject of
Well,
season 6?
I'm just nihilistic on Doctor Who canon because none of it makes sense. None of it's consistent. You can't say there's a Doctor Who canon really because there isn't.
Fair. But Marcus, what do you say on season 6B?
Of the various Doctor Who fan theories out there, season 6B is my favorite.
Ew.
Ha! We win.
Guess who's getting put in a time eddy on the thumbnail?
Yeah, well, all right. Well, I think we should do it this way. Whoever has the most subscribers combined gets to win the thing. Oh, it's me and Joey. I think we win.
Is it? Oh right, because Dylan's got like nearly 1,000.
Yep. And I put and combining me with it, I put Dylan over 1,000. So yeah.
I think any of us would put Dylan over 1,000.
Yeah, you would. Like, it only needs 70 subscribers to get over 1,000.
Oh, I have 72.
Wait. Am I on a different part of the story to the rest of you?
What?
Oh, fuck. I've just realised that when I touched the PS4 controller earlier, it just went at the 1.5 times speed.
Oh, gee.
Oh fuck.
Right, I'll play. It hasn't gone that far ahead, though, so I'll play once I've got the same bit as you.
We only have 15 minutes left anyway.
It's alright. I'm like just there we go. I'm at the same bit now.
Turlo's.
There we go.
Susan says, "What are we
See
going
you
to do?"
again.
Turlo goes, "Fucking
God,
die."
he's such a depressing fucker. I love him in the Black Guardian trilogy, but he just lost all his character apart from
Okay,
edgy,
I'll
depressing
admit this
fuck
is this is
after
this
that.
is this is kind of clever. I genuinely think this is kind of clever having the tune be on the music.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Here's the thing. So for the deaf, music describes something as suspenseful music. They're not going to know what that sounds
So
like.
this is the doctor's reaction to seeing Kieran's bedroom, right?
Oh no!
Like the look on
probably, like,
Peter Davison's face.
Turlo
I
figures
still
he's just
love
like,
Turlo.
In his bedroom, there's probably cum on all the figures, you know.
Oh.
Also, you might have to
Peter
bleep that one
Davison,
out
welcome
because we
to my
can't really
big
talk
finish
about
room.
that. You can't really talk about other people like that who we do not get on with without bleeping it out,
No.
Joey. So,
No, I'm gonna keep it in.
oh, you fucker! What if he watches? He might come and come on you.
I hope he does.
So we're here. My biggest problem with the Five Doctors, the twist that Barusa is the villain.
Oh yeah,
No,
that makes no sense.
No, I like it.
But he had absolutely
Well,
no.
no, it's
suspicion
like
beforehand.
you've seen the Doctor save you from some of the biggest problems Gallifrey has had in recent memory. Why did you think this would be a good idea?
Well,
Well, I mean,
don't
I
they
mean,
explain
the,
it
I mean,
kind
I
of
mean,
in
I mean,
goth
the,
opera?
I mean, the plan is flawed, but at the same time, Barusa being evil makes sense.
And don't they explain it in goth opera, Joey?
What, him trying to wipe the Doctor from history?
Yeah.
Not really. Why?
I know they explain it somewhere, and I can't remember where.
You want to know something really weird? In the Eight Doctors, for some reason, Barusa is treated as like a fucking messiah.
Wasn't there like this cult that started following Barusa after he was outed?
That is also a thing. Yeah.
So,
Who's excited for Dark Universe?
Me. Just said very unenthusiastically. Me.
We get older.
Yeah,
Ace.
me kind of, but I'm more excited for Psychic Circus.
Ooh, yeah. I don't know. I'm excited.
No, you're not allowed to like that because it has a transphobe in.
Clearly.
Explosion booms.
Explosion. Boom. Dylan, have you listened to any of Time of Your Life yet?
Yeah.
You
As I
said
said, I've got so much coursework to do at the moment, mate.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
You're great in it, by the way.
Oh, thank
You
you.
Yeah,
Really, I didn't like it because, well, I mean, basically, the intention of how I was acting was just to make the most annoying person possible.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect.
I'm glad it came off that way. I thought it wouldn't be hard for me to act that, considering my personality. So,
No, seriously though, like you play the character well. Like Raymond,
thank you.
Raymond is. This,
You know
is
who it
insufferable
reminds me of, Dylan?
who?
Fucking Lister from Red Dwarf.
Yeah, it's because I went for a kind of general northern accent. It's kind of like a weird mixture of Scouse and Geordie. So that's probably why you hear the Dave Lister, because Lister's a Scouser.
Ah.
And the reason I did that is because in a lot of British soaps, you get a lot of northern people in them.
Right. That makes sense.
Not just in soaps, in reality TV as well. But yeah, that's why I did it.
Makes sense to me.
It allows me to control the minds of others.
Get on your
Forget that.
knees, Doctor.
God, this is fucking.
Oh,
tedious.
but also Brewster gets like some really good redemption in Blood Harvest that I love.
That's what I'm probably thinking of.
Yeah, Bruce gets like redemption because Rassilon not really frees him from his imprisonment, but he puts Bruce in such a position that like he can he's had time to reflect and he's like basically forgiven by the Doctor.
Oh, calling the captor, not the capital.
God, they don't even have color TVs on Gallifrey.
Peter Davison is good at looking fucking mindless in that.
It's an odd thing to note.
I like it when actors have to act like they're hypnotized because they do this thing where they just give you a fucking dead stare.
AKA Tegan and Kinda.
Some are really good at it, some are not good at it. Peter Davison is good at it.
So is Tegan and Kinda, because Kinda is great.
See, here's the thing. They could all just like fucking beat the shit out of Barusa and that'd be fine.
Yeah, because that's really in character for the Doctor. It just surround somebody and just kick them in the ribs.
But remember.
Well,
Shooting a Time Lord so he can regenerate into a black woman because man
Yes,
flu
but
and
that episode is shit, and
Well,
that's
I
one of
mean-
the reasons it's so bad.
I thought John Pertwee's thing was just like karate chopping people in the dick, you know?
But his karate stuff is Venusian Aikido. It's graceful. It's not like just beating the shit out of somebody, like and kicking them in the ribs.
he also could easily just like do the whole do what he did to Sergeant Benton in Invasion of the Dinosaurs.
That he also does in Time of Your Life to one Dan Brooks.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah. Little bit of cross promotion there.
See, when is this going up?
I'm probably gonna put this up.
I have to say, Davison really suits the bland hypnotism. Sorry, that was me.
I'm probably gonna put this up on like the 14th, I believe.
So like,
How about the 23rd?
No, 23rd is when Time of Your Life Part 4 comes out. I gotta schedule around that. Yeah.
So I've got an idea. Let's call Peter Davison the Yellow Doctor.
Why?
Why?
Well, once they go to a wide shot of the Doctors standing together again, just look at how yellow he looks compared to the rest of them.
I'm sorry, but that's racist.
I was talking mainly about his coat and his hair, but
And out of character, because for all the problems I have, the Fifth Doctor isn't a coward.
Emo.
Dylan.
Did anyone else? I know Jacob did. Did anyone else listen? I know Jacob and Marcus did. Did anyone else listen to that Celestial podcast episode?
which one?
The one we just
This
did.
guy literally looks like the Great Khan from Marco Polo.
As we bring up the Yellow Doctor, here comes Asian Rassilon.
Yeah,
You know,
he looks like Kublai Khan, doesn't he, from Marco Polo?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! In the original version, his voice isn't all like weird and boomy.
Yeah. He's just kind of there.
Honestly,
I love how none of them just argue against. They're just like, okay, sure, mate, you can have your opinion.
So I'm looking at this thing Rassilon is on, and I'm just thinking about it. It's like, so you shall have the immortality. Oh shit, I'm out of spots.
Yeah, what happens when he does run out of the fuck?
I wouldn't be surprised if like I don't know. What if his coffin then raises up to reveal more spots?
Look at these chads down here.
I
some
think
guy,
these are the opposite of Chads.
some guy comes in ready to take the ring, and all the spots he filled up. He's like, "I've heard what you've done to other people, Rassilon," and so he takes the ring, and then just like
Virgin
that
Bruiser
second
versus
level
the Chad
rises up.
Rassilon.
And it's like, no, wait, no, I don't want immortality. I'm just trying to stop you from doing this shit. So this is obviously where Russell T Davies got the idea for the ending of Love and Monsters.
Oh, ouch!
So does that mean I can get Bruiser pavement blowjobs?
Of course, of course.
I love
God,
how
could you-
Pat was just like
God,
slightly
could you
hiding
imagine-
behind John Pertwee.
Could you imagine though Tom Baker actually being in this? He would be such a cunt the entire time and would like drag the energy down in the room.
What?
To, like, 1,000.
What the hell?
I
Yeah,
don't
Oh.
remember this. This is
Oh,
yeah. This is in the original. They take another clip from Shada and they go,
Like, it's not even like it doesn't make any sense.
"Yep,
Because I think in the remastered version, it actually shows them putting the Doctor back, the fourth
That's-
Doctor.
That's
Yep.
what that was supposed to be.
Yep.
But like, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I think in the remastered version, rather than just cutting to the scene from Shada, they do an edit to make it look like he's putting them back.
Yeah, and it's a totally different scene too. It's the continuation of the punting scene.
yeah." Makes no sense.
Also, Tom Baker would have been in his season 18 outfit, and he would have just like he would have. Ooh.
Oh
God,
yeah,
how much-
he would have been so fucking awful. in
God,
this.
imagine if William Hartnell had done that bit, like, you know, great. Oh, dear boy, oh, you didn't even notice.
He knew very well that immortality will occur. It's
So
not a-
here's my question. Whenever there's a multi-Doctor story in the classic series with the first Doctor is treated like the wise old one, but it's like, wouldn't the future Doctors be wiser than him?
Well, that's to assume that getting older makes you wiser, which is actually a misnomer.
Yeah, and
You
also
don't
like
always get wiser with age. Some people just become fucking, unreasonable twats with age.
I think it's also he's also got this good leadership quality, the first Doctor, and it's the way he carries himself. Like Paul Cornell writes this wonderful line into Time of Revelation where the third Doctor is talking to the seventh Doctor, and Pertwee says that Hartnell knows like more about manipulation than any of us. Like you should listen to him. Like he even though like you may know more, he would be better at this sort of thing, and that is like fighting a battle, manipulating others.
He knows how to do it without being a total ass.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. I think this next thing is something that's also different in
Yeah, I
in
think
the
it is.
special edition. Yeah, here's what happens in the original.
Yeah.
for those who've never seen it.
Triangles.
Honestly, I don't hate the special edition.
I
Neither
like
do
this.
I.
I like the special edition. I just prefer the transmission version.
Nope, I definitely prefer the special edition.
See,
Mysterious music.
I'm definitely going to be using this version when I get to it in my marathon because I've been basically doing the transmitted version of the stories.
Transmission versions are always better, in my opinion. Updated effects just take me out of it. Like I even prefer watching the original Day of the Daleks.
Yeah, but the
I
thing is,
prefer the
the
updated effects
original
to Kin,
the
though.
original Day of the Daleks has those fucking awful voices. So
I don't really care.
Well, I think the updated effects for the Five Doctors meld with the story relatively well.
And it was the special edition version that Riff Tracks riffed on live, which I saw. That was fun.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I went to see that as well. Is a nice thing.
In a plot thread that doesn't get resolved until Time in Office.
Well, isn't Time in Office supposed to take place like right after this?
I haven't heard Time in Office. I just know that's the basic
I thought
plot.
It takes place. It takes place. I think after the Awakening.
No,
Because of
plot-
course it's after the Awakening.
Nah, the plot thread gets resolved in the show. In
Oh, yeah,
Trial
Trial
of the Time
Lord.
Yeah. Time in Office is cool, but also kind of pointless because Trial of the Time Lord does all that already.
Oh, I love this line.
Oh.
Look at him.
See, that's what the Doctor is. He's not a
Mysterious
fucking god.
music. God damn
It's the Doctor Who theme.
it. It's not.
All right. I've had a lovely time watching the Five Doctors, but I've got to go now. And I've only got one
Just
thing to say to you all.
Stay until the credits are over, bitch.
Look. I only have one thing left to say to you.
Okay.
Show us what it's now tell you.
God damn it! Fuck everything.
I hate it. I
He
hate
left.
it
God
all.
damn it. All right. Well, that was Lord Slarr there being a bastard. Thank
Yes.
you guys for coming on this commentary. It was actually kind of fun. Yeah, I think this is the first commentary in a while where I didn't leave wanting to kill myself. So
Well, it's also the first one where we talked for the most part about the story itself.
yeah, that's weird. I don't like this. Ew.
I think it's Marcus's presence that he reins us in.
Right.
Well, it
Mark-
makes me wonder what happened when I lost my connection there.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
All right.
fuck
Well.
me.
Oh, look at what's up next. Warriors of the Deep Part 1.
No! No!
No, no, no.
Which is weird, because
Thank you for watching. Goodbye.